Hi folks, Joseph Kursky here, and like many definitions in geography, caldera, like mountain, hill, and other things, can be defined in several different ways. And according to several accounts, this caldera that I'm standing on right now is the only inhabited caldera in the world. And that, of course, is the island of Santorini in Greece. So, kalispera, good afternoon. Here is what I'm looking at right now. That is the central part of the caldera. We'll talk about more about this in subsequent minutes in this video, but you can see the central shaft of the volcano right there toward the sunset, and this ring here is the settled part after the ejecta was blown out. And so it's history, it's geography. Why is it history? Because it extinguished the Minoan civilization to the south of here in Crete, among other things we'll talk about. But the geography of Santorini, like all places around the world, it's fundamentally tied to cultural geography, historical geography, and also physical geography, because in this case, we're in the Aegean Sea, and this is a highly tectonically active area. More about that in a moment. Thanks. Here is one of the many beautiful beaches in Santorini. This is Parissa Beach. So, physical geography. Santorini is in the Aegean Sea, and it has a wonderful ring that's around the caldera that is actually being built on by human beings. It's a very climatically wonderful place. In other words, lots of sunshine, so it makes sense that a lot of tourists want to visit it. But also realizing that you've got that volcano in the center here, and I'm standing on the top of it right now. And by the way, it's amazing that with the recent eruptions, there's still some vegetation actually that can grow after recent eruptions on that volcanic soil. And here's another view from the center of the caldera, which is actually the volcano. It's erupted several times, even into the 20th century, so not just centuries ago. Here's Scaros Rock, but the point is, geography provides us with the lens of understanding the what's where, why is it there, and why should we care? So looking at physical geography, cultural geography, provides us the context for understanding the past, the present, and also building a vibrant future. What is Santorini going to look like in 50, 100, 1,000 years from now? How can we build it so that it actually exists and it's actually sustainable and resilient into the coming decades and centuries? Well, part of it depends on how big the eruptions are in the future, but also vibrant economies. How are we going to sustain the tourism? What should we do in terms of water? Santorini doesn't really have a whole lot of water, as you can see. The climate is very dry. Right now, a lot of that water is actually shipped in there on boats and in bottles, in plastic bottles. What can we do to get away from that sort of modality in the future, as well as where does the energy come from? Where's the electricity come from on Santorini? How can we structure not just the communities on the island, but other communities around the world so we can have a more resilient, vibrant, sustainable future for people? Thanks.